Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're talking about the Avengers. Yeah, beforehand you had the Justice League, and also you had TMNT, MMPR. You notice how I make these in order, guys? First the Turtles and the Power Rangers, and of course, who wouldn't want to see them fight? Even though it did happen recently, within a few years ago, in the Justice League fighting the Avengers Dream Match. I mean, that's also happened in the comics before, so. Anyway, before we get this started, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Same thing you do for all other YouTubers. And help a brother out, man. All right, so go ahead and get started with this real quick. I know y'all dying to see this, and if y'all ain't, I don't care. Do it anyway. All right, so first off, we're going to start the day off with two Captain Americas. Man, this dude is patriotic. Red, white, and blue. What you want to do? That is a sick pick, though. But as you can see, he's a warrior, 4-star, 1500 attack. If you control a face-up Avengers monster with a different name, you can special summon this card from your hand. While you control 2 or more other face-up Avengers monsters, this card gains 300 attack and defense. Now, the thing with the Avengers deck, in order for their effects to go off, they have to have other Avenger monsters out with them. I don't know what I was thinking when I did it. I just did. But, yeah, then we're going to start the day off with 3 Tony Starks. Iron Thizzle. 1900 attack, 4-star, machine type, of course. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. When this effect resolves, destroy this card. So, I had to run 3 of him. I mean, cards are really good. Alright, then we'll start the day off. Well, not start it off, but we'll just drop a little bit of Ant-Man in the coffee right there. Yeah. 4-star, 1200 attack. Of course, he's an insect type. When this card is normal summon, you can add 1 Avengers Tower from your deck to your hand. During your main phase, if your opponent controls more cards than you do, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower Avengers monster from your hand. Now, maybe I should have knocked that at 3. I don't know. That effect's really good. This card is really, really broke. Had to have 3 of Wasp. And you'll see why with the effect. She's a tuner. Insect, of course. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So great going first. Once per turn, you can declare a level from 1 to 8. This card becomes that level until the end phase. Now, y'all can't tell me that ain't broke. A tuner that could just turn into whatever level you want. Yeah. Alright, now we got 2 Quicksilvers. Another speedster, had the Flash in the last deck, and I kind of made their effects similar. Well, the similarity is just searching the top 5 cards. Other than that, it's pretty different. Okay, Quicksilver. When this card is normal summon, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put 1 or spell trap card in your hand. You can only activate this effect if you control another Avengers monster on your side of the field. So, yeah, as you can see, you can only activate this effect with another Avengers monster. But, yeah, it's that's pretty good, too. Alright, and a bunch of these cards I got 1-ofs because the Avengers apparently got a lot of people in their group. In the books, anyway, but... Alright, we got 1 Scarlett Johansson, 1 Miss Marvel, and 1 Falcon. Let's start off with Black Widow. She's a warrior. Once per turn, choose 1 random card in your opponent's hand. Call the type of card, monster, spell, or trap. And if you call it right, discard that card from your opponent's hand. If you call it wrong, your opponent draws 1 card. So, just a fun card, Miss Marvel, once per turn. During either player's turn, you can banish 2 Avengers monsters from your graveyard to target 1 face-up monster on the field. Return that target to the hand. You must control a face-up Avengers monster with a different name to activate and resolve this effect. Then we go to Falcon. I don't know why. I should have made him a winged beast. Well, no, warrior, whatever. But if you control a face-up Avengers Captain America, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can tribute this monster. If you do, select 1 Avengers monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster. So, yeah, just 1-ofs of those guys. And we got some more 1-ofs coming at you. We got, bam, 1 War Machine, bam, 1 She-Hulk, bam, 1 Hawkeye. Alright, so let's start off War Machine first. Once per turn, you can remove 3 Avengers monsters cards from your graveyard, draw 1 card. When I made that, I made a lot of other cards that dealt with banishing, but I kind of changed the deck around a little bit because, you know, Justice League is like that. So, I mean, you could still banish some cards, but, you know, I had a lot more going on with that. But anyway, She-Hulk, which is a sick pick, by the way, holding guns. At the end of the damage step, if this card attack, destroy the monster this card attacked. You must control a face-up Avengers monster with a different name to activate and resolve this effect. 4-star, 1700 attack. And Hawkeye. If you control another face-up Avengers monster, there you go again. You can send 1 Avengers card from your hand to the graveyard. To target 1 spell or trap card on the field, destroy that target. So he's sniping traps and spells. But yeah, there goes those guys. Few more 1-ofs, starting off with bam, Man Hercules, and bam, Thor, the power hitters. Alright, Hercules, 2400 attack, 6-star. You can only control 1 face-up Avengers Hercules, which will be no problem since I only have 1. If you control a face-up Avengers monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, so really helps out with the synchro plays. The Mighty Thor cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having exactly 5 Avengers monsters in your graveyard. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. When this card is summoned, you can destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. So, Thunder, Light, 7-star, 600 attack. Not 600, 26. Yeah, I think I did Thor justice. Actually, I should have made him stronger, but yeah. 1 Samuel Jackson. Look at this, man. With Nick Fury, I basically just copied that Destiny hero guy from way back in the day. Because when I made Nick Fury, I was like, man, I want to make it to where he could bring out some shield agents. So anyway, I'll read the effect. You know what card I'm talking about. I don't remember the name. But this card cannot be special summoned during your standby phase. If this card was destroyed since your last standby phase, you can special summon 2 Avengers shield tokens. Warrior type, Dark. Level 4, attack 0, defend 0. This card must be in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. So, I don't remember the guy, but it's the guy with the hat. But anyway, oh, yeah, let me show you the tokens. I think they're pretty cool. Bam. And Nick Coulson, bam. Ain't that sick? Nick Coulson and, I think that's Maria Hill. Comic version, but yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to bring them out, right? Alright, so let's go to the next few people. Ain't got too many monsters left, but we do have 2 Spider-Womans. Now, she's a 6-star, 2100 attack, insect. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Avengers card from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, if your other Avengers monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. That monster you control gains, does that say 15? Man, I'm blind. Yeah, 1500 attack and defense during the damage calculation only. So, if you guys notice this effect, I copied that one magician chick from the Dark Magician deck. Apprentice Illusion Magician or Illusion. I don't remember her name. But yeah, I was kind of running out of ideas, so I just started copying cards just to make these characters. And just like the Vision, 1500 attack. He's a tuner, 4-star tuner at that. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower Avengers monster from your hand. So great for setting up again certain type of plays. And if you guys recognize this, yeah, Goblinberg, I think that's his name. But last but not least, with the monsters, we got 2 Amadeus Cho. Bam! And he's a tuner, 1-star. And, you know, soon to become the Hulk. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send 1 Avengers monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. If you do, increase this card's level by that monster's level until the end of this turn. So again, just like Wasp, this guy's broke. Not only does he set up your graveyard, but he lets you set up stupid extra deck plays. Alright guys, so now we're going to go to the spells. We're going to start off with 3. Together, we are strong. Now, I know you guys hear that. You know what it's from. It was one of the theme songs from the Avengers cartoon back in the day. I swear, I heard that theme once and it stuck in my head. And when I was making a card, I was like, man, what can I name this card? And that just popped in my head. So anyway, each time an Avengers monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Avenger counter on this card. Max 2. You can send this card to the graveyard, draw 1 card for each 1 Avenger counter on this card. So if you guys recognize this, another card that was copied from the 6 Samurai deck. I'm trying to remember the name. I can't necessarily remember the name, but yeah, man, Jesus. Okay. 2 Earth's Mightiest Draw. Yeah, you gotta give them a draw card. I mean, come on. Draw 2 cards, then banish 1 Avengers monster from your hand. If you don't have any Avengers monsters in your hand to banish, send 2 non-monster cards in your hand to the graveyard instead. So kind of like Allure of Darkness, but made it a little better instead of getting stuck with banishing your whole freaking hand if you don't have a dark monster. Because we all know we ran into that at least once. But anyway, Avengers Tower. Got 3 of these suckers in there. Field card. Avengers monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by battle, which really helps with the effect because they need each other on the field to activate effects. If this card on the field is destroyed, you can special summon 1 Avengers monster from your banish zone or graveyard. All your Avengers monsters gain 300 attack. So not only does it protect them from battle, it boosts them up a little bit, which, you know, it helps, right? We got 2 call for backups. Quick effect. During the battle phase, you contribute 1 Avengers monster on your side of the field to special summon 1 Avengers monster from your extra deck. If the monster that's special summoned by this effect is a synchro monster, use this summon as a synchro summon. If the monster is an XYZ monster, add this card and 1 other card in your graveyard has a material. So, yeah, I think this effect is really good. You know, it's all about getting out your extra deck, guys, right? Alright, so, bam. 1 Avengers assemble. Sick pick, by the way. If you control 3 or more Avengers monsters, you can special summon as many Avengers monsters as possible from your deck or graveyard. During your end phase, send all monsters special summoned by this effect to the graveyard. So, just a big move, a big play, you know. And yes, guys, I do have a real Yugi card in there. Reinforcement of the Army. And I need that because I got a lot of warriors in there. Alright, then we're going to do the traps, and it's only 1. Well, 3 of 1. 1, 2, 3. Freaking, oh no, I forgot. Okay, never mind. It's 2. 2 Hulk Smash. Target 1 monster your opponent controls. That monster loses 500 attack. If you control an Avengers Incredible Hulk monster, destroy that monster instead. So, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Nothing big. And then Last Chance, the card I forgot about. Target 2 Avenger monsters in your graveyard. Special summon those targets in face-up attack position. During the end phase of this turn, destroy them. And if you do, take damage equal to those destroyed monsters' attacks. So, what was I thinking when I made this card? I guess the name says it all. Last Chance, right? Okay, now, guys, we're going to go to the extra deck. And it gets ridiculous with the extra deck, starting off with 3 Incredible Hulks. Yeah. Look at him. That's a sick pick. Anyway, 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. This card gains 100 attack for every monster in both players' graveyards. Broke! Once per turn, you can destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. You cannot conduct a battle phase the same turn you use this effect. You can only activate the effect Avengers Incredible Hulk once per turn, so... Yeah, play testing with this, and I brought this out on somebody, and I realized how broke it was. Then again, I mean, 90% of cards in Yu-Gi's broke. So next, we're going to go with, bam, 1 Luke Cage, bam, 1 Moon Knight. And these are sick. Luke Cage, level 5, 2200 attack. When this card is synchro summoned, draw 1 card. You get the following effects depending on the card drawn by this effect. Monster. This card gains 400 attack. Spell. When this card is destroyed, draw 1 card. Trap. Destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So Luke Cage has some pretty good effects. Plus he nets you a card. Moon Knight. Look at that. He's a zombie. I thought that was cool. This card can inflict damage to your opponent for every card in your hand, times 300. If this card inflicts damage to your opponent using this effect, you can look at your opponent's hand. Banish 1 card from your opponent's hand. Then your opponent can draw 1 card. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So, yeah, not really too game breaking, but, you know, whatever. Yes, Wolverine was part of the Avengers at a point. Yes, even Spider-Man was, so why not? Man, I love these cards. Artwork is sick. Okay, so Wolverine beats Warrior Dark, 2,500 attack. 7 stars, just as Spider-Man 7 stars as well. Once while face up on the field, quick effect, you can target monsters on the field and or graveyard up to the number of monsters used to synchro summon this card. Change those monsters' battle positions. This card cannot be destroyed as a result of battle. So that's Wolverine's effect. Spider-Man here cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects except during your main phase 2. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target 1 Avengers monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So really good. Really good. Yeah. Alright, then we got Deadpool and Hulkbuster. Alright, so with Deadpool, he's a zombie as well. If this card is destroyed, you can pay 2,000 life points to special summon this card back to your side of the field during your standby phase. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field and destroy this card. Change the targeted monster's attack to 0. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So, Deadpool, yeah, he's good too. Hulkbuster. When this monster is summoned, you can equip 1 Avengers Iron Man card from your deck, graveyard, or hand as an equipped spell card on this card. This card gains 1,900 attack. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Avengers Iron Man that was equipped to this card. So it's sick. Like, you bring him out, you can grab Iron Man from your deck, hand, or graveyard, equip it to him because it's like Iron Man's going in the suit, you know, and then 1,800 plus Iron Man's 19. Of course, his attack gets bulky because he's the Hulkbuster, you know, and if this gets destroyed, then you can special summon the Iron Man back out. I don't know, man. I just be thinking of stuff when I make these cards. One Squirrel Girl. Y'all know who she is, man. This is the chick that I think she thumped Thanos one time. So when I heard that, I was like, man, I gotta make this card. And the artwork's great, by the way. But while you and your opponent have the same number of cards in hand, negate all cards and effects activated by your opponent, and if you do, destroy those cards. Now, y'all know this is I copied I think it was the Fabled Unicorns effect. Yeah, I just once again couldn't think of nothing and wanted to make the card, so I was like, let me just copy effect. Last of the synchros, Captain Britain. I don't know if too many of y'all know about this guy, but I guess he's like the Superman for those guys over there. But this card gains attack depending on the life points difference between you and your opponent. For every 1,000 life points higher than your opponent, this card gains an additional 500 attack. Minus 1,000 life points, and this card loses 500 attack. So, yeah. When I was making this card, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to make this guy. Then I just thought of that, and I don't know, guys. I'm trying here, okay? Leave me alone. So we're going to the Exceeds. We got 2 Scarlet Witch. Picture is sick, by the way. 2 level 4 Avenger monsters. Once per turn. During either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Negate that monster's effect. Also, its original attack becomes 0 until the end phase. So, really good. Really, really good. Alright. Then we got, bam, 1 Black Panther. Wakanda forever. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Avengers Black Panther can make a second attack during each battle phase. So, you know, if you get him open, you can swing real quick with him a couple times. And you got 1 America Chavez. But this one's for takes 2 rank 6 monsters. You can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card. Shuffle this card face up into your opponent's deck. If you draw this card after it was, it got lost, added to your deck by its effect, special summon in defense position. And if you do, take 3,000 damage. All monsters controlled by the player that summoned this card by its effect loses 1,000 attack. Wow. You know, I forgot I put that effect on her. Wow. It's like that Parasite card, but yeah, a little worse. And last but not least, for the Exceeds, we got one Namor. I was in Wakanda too. I know that was horrible. I can't sound like that guy. But anyway, quick effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, send 1 card from your side of the field to your hand, and send 1 card from your opponent's side of the field to their hand. So he's just like a walking compulsory, I guess. And last card of the extra deck, a fusion. A Sentry. 3,500 attack. And he's a fairy. But it takes 3 Avengers monsters to make him. Must first be fusion summoned from the extra deck by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. When this card is summoned, you can send all cards in both players' hands, field, and graveyard back into the deck and shuffle the deck. So yeah, when this guy comes out, shit's real. Yeah, nothing more to say about that, man. But anyway, guys, that's it with the deck profile. You know, if you like what you see, hit me up, let me know. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll get back at it again. Peace.